Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just diving into Reef right now. Before I begin, please do smash the like button. Thanks a lot. Cheers. I've just seen that you just did that. Thank you very much. And also, please do subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And also head over to our Telegram group there. The link's in the description below the video. Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately, you can see that this support line that we did target in the channel yesterday, we have fallen out of this with this correction that Bitcoin's gone through. You can see that's the support there for a very long time on a daily time frame, and we have fallen out. So unfortunately, at the moment, it looks relatively bearish in the short term for Reef. But what you are seeing here is this bottom that we did target, which was the previous bottom of this correction here, when we formed this retest of this EMA just there, we have actually bounced off it. So that's quite positive for Reef, to be honest with you guys, moving forward. We have got that positive bounce there. Yesterday I did say that if we was to break down, this is potentially a really strong buy zone. What we can look at the moment is the fact that on the RSI, okay, we seem to have bottomed out on the RSI. We're not out of the woods yet, guys, okay, but we do seem to have hit a bottom there, okay. You may see us push up a bit more and retest this bottom, especially as these EMAs are creeping down with us, because just here you can see we've got this bearish cross there, okay, and then obviously we've got the retest looking bullish, and then got retested on the EMA, which propelled it down even more, and you can see it's just been caught in a 4-hourly downtrend at the moment because of that bearish cross that was formed. But we are finding support on this bottom, okay. So what I'm saying to you is potentially moving forward, this looks like a good reversal, but you know how we do it in this channel, guys. You do want to see a multiple test of those bottoms in a downtrend, okay, as confirmation of a double bottom, or in some cases a triple bottom. So you may potentially be looking at something like this here, where we do go up, we get caught by these EMAs here, okay. Unless we get super bullish, we get really super bullish for Bitcoin and it does pick up, we are looking at a potential hitting our head on the 20 EMA, coming back down, forming a double bottom before we do actually get that bounce off again, guys. So I just want to make you aware that we are potentially looking at a double bottom for Reef here, and we will potentially hit our head on this EMA as it comes down. Unfortunately, we have fell out of this support channel now, so that is in actual fact quite bearish on the 4-hourly time frame, and we do need to target these levels of support. You can see that this here was a level of support here, okay, and in actual fact, if we was to fall through that, we would be making a lower high in this entire trend there, and that would actually be quite bearish, and we would potentially be looking at a larger correction just like the one we had here, okay. So with this correction here, you did see that we did fall out of this support channel here, okay, as we have done here, but you did see that reversal. So perhaps, you know, looking at it and on the contrast of things, that perhaps we're having a sort of mini correction here for Reef, and we are bottoming it out there, and we may see that push up, get through them EMAs as we did here, as we just fell out of this support line. You know, here's hoping, guys, but from a technical standpoint, you know, we do look like these EMAs are quite sharp. You see how sharp they are there, okay? They're coming down quite sharply as well. So they will come down and meet the price action, okay? At the minute, we're getting a nice little bounce. We do look like we're reversing the RSI. The MACD is under the histogram, looks set for reversal. You know, so we could see this being a bottom, a local bottom. But I'm just making you aware that where potentially you could see us go to, we could come up, hit our head on that EMA, the 20 EMA there on the 4-hourly time frame, get rejected and come back down and form that double bottom. Now, if we was to form that double bottom, guys, okay, and get a bounce off that, that would be really strong as a reversal trend, okay. Because what happens here, you can see this double bottom in this particular, where you did go down like this in this correction, and we formed that bottom there, started to bounce back up as we are doing here. So to push on, look bullish, but then we fell down again, and then we got the actual double bottom before we continued on with the uptrend. So potentially, I'm thinking, you know, if we sort of zoom out a bit and be realistic, you could be looking at a potential correction here, like we have done there, getting that bottom, a bit of a fake out, a back test of support, creating a double bottom over the next few days, especially. So you may see us bounce up, get back into that channel there, get through the EMAs even, just like we did here. We got through the EMA, it looked good, but then we got rejected off 55. So you may see us push up, get rejected off at 55, come back down and form that double bottom. I do think a double bottom's on the cards there, guys, to be honest with you. I do. I can't see how the market would go so bullish so quickly, to be honest with you, after that major correction for Bitcoin there. And I am anticipating a fairly larger correction for Bitcoin. Not initially, but I do see us potentially pushing down a little bit lower on Bitcoin. But I may be wrong, and hopefully I am wrong, guys. But we do need to take into account the probabilities in this channel, okay, and the things that can potentially happen. I do like the fact that the MACD there is quite low under the histogram, and the blue line, if you look at it, it does look like it's turning. So, you know, if we can get that bullish cross there, you may see us push up and take out these EMAs and march on, and then back test. What I'll do, get rid of that. Back test this support line, okay. So you may, the fact that the MACD is down there, you may see that form that bullish cross like that, guys, okay, and give us enormous amount of power to push on, get through these EMAs, okay, then back test them as support, back testing this support line as support as well, and then moving on, okay. But don't forget, in a correction you do want to see a double bottom, because it's a reversal, and this entire thing here is quite a large correction on the grand scheme of things, okay. We do need that base, and a double bottom is usually a base, and it's an indicator of a trend reversal, because at the moment what we are looking for from the top there, from that all-time high, at the moment we have broken down 42% in a correction. So theoretically, you know, other alts and other cryptos have not necessarily corrected that much, okay, but we know we had that FUD with Reef, which has contributed towards the larger correction there. But the fact that Reef has bottomed out so much, you know, if we can get that double bottom and bounce off it and push up, we could be carrying the alts forward for Reef. And I have noticed before that when Bitcoin does correct and consolidates, Reef does tend to come out the traps quite positively. So we could be looking at that, okay. So what we're going to do is just zoom out again. What we're going to do is zoom out on a daily time frame here, guys, because again, always zoom out on your charts, okay. Always zoom out, and what you can see here, we have had that 55 retest. Well, that's really good. That's really positive, guys. That's so positive. I said that potentially we'd be looking at 55 retests. You can see when we had that correction there, we had that retest there, almost a retest. We're just shy of it. We went back up, hit our head on the 20 there, and then come back down and add a double bottom there, and got that second retest of 55. Now potentially that's what you're looking at. Okay, you're potentially looking at coming back up, hitting our head on the 20 EMA on the daily time frame, then coming back down, having a second retest, forming that double bottom, okay, and then pushing on. And I do think that when Reef goes, it will absolutely fly from that retest of the EMA, because you've seen the appreciation there, okay, in that retest of the EMA. It went on to create the all-time high, so it appreciated 127% from that retest of the EMA. So say we have a secondary EMA test of the 55 EMA somewhere around about there over the next couple of days, guys, and then we're just off to the races. You know, 120 odd percent puts us up our high there, our target from when we first started covering Reef. It puts us all the way up there, so we are looking healthy on the daily time frame, okay. You always zoom out, you get a broader picture. I've told you that a million times. Always zoom out. If you're feeling negative, you're feeling bearish, always zoom out, and you will find that reassurance. And you know, the fact that we are, to be fair, we've tested the EMA 2 days on a trot there, guys. We've had that little wick down there and that little wick down there, so you could effectively say even that's a double bottom, okay. So we may be looking at the trend reversal kicking into gear earlier, so you may be looking at us pushing up even more. But I would suspect that as we approach this 20 EMA on the daily time frame, you can target it in your charts, guys, okay. Just target it as we're coming up and potentially looking to hit our head on it, and then potentially if we was to come back down, I would definitely be looking at that 55 EMA, which will creep up to this bottom here, this 033841, as an ultimate buy zone for Reef. If you're not already involved, I would definitely be looking to get involved there, guys, because you can see that the potential is still forming these higher lows on the daily time frame. You've got the higher highs and the higher lows, so that the entire bull trend is intact. Yeah, okay, we've lost this support, but we can get back into that. That is not a problem, okay. You know, just a level of consolidation over these next few days. It looks bearish, but actually all you're doing is testing the CMAs, refueling those rocket ships to approach and take out that previous high and that next high up there. So my outlook for Reef is still bullish, guys. I've still, you know, we seem to be caught in this downtrend, but you know what? We're bullish. We're just retesting support, especially on the daily time frame. Okay, so that's Reef, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Once again, not financial advice, guys, but you know, these tests of these EMAs are brilliant. Okay, so if you was looking at Reef last night and you was targeting that correction, okay, and you wasn't involved, you could have been looking at that EMA as a buy zone. Okay, so you could have said to yourself, I'm looking for that EMA as close as it gets, I'm going to go in, and it got that close. Okay, so at the moment you would be 8% up on Reef, with a potential of going up to the 20 EMA. Okay, so I know a lot of you are sitting on the sidelines with Reef and you're not too sure, but it is a thing of beauty, guys, when you zoom out on a daily time frame. So you're potentially looking at a retest of that EMA, that 20 EMA on a daily time frame. If you were buying down there, you'd be 16% up on that retest. You could sell there because you know it's going to hit its head on that and come back down and potentially test it again. You could sell there, and when it comes back down and does another test, if it does, guys, I'm not necessarily is going to happen. I'm just saying the potential of what we're looking at this level of consolidation, pretty much like we did there where we corrected and got this consolidation between the EMAs. You're potentially looking at something like that for Reef again over the next few days, and then you would be targeting these swings, you know, selling up here, buying down there. You could accumulate more Reef as you advance forward and make more, accumulate more Reef to potentially selling this high up here, guys, eventually. Because it will get there, in my opinion. That target that we've got there, I do believe that we will get there, because structurally we look very sound to get there. Okay, it is a bit negative that we have fallen out this support line, guys, so we do need that bounce off the 55 EMA, and we do need to get back above this support line. Okay, so that is definitely something you do need to target, but at the moment we do look bullish, guys. I do hope you enjoyed that video. We are sitting mid-level as well in the RSI, which is always healthy. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Please do smash the subscription button and the like button, and if you're not a member of the Telegram group there, do please head over to the Telegram group and get involved in the community there. And once again, thank you for all your really nice comments on all the videos that I produce, and especially the Reef one, guys. Thanks a lot. Cheers, stay strong, catch you soon, bye bye.